Yes, people. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC. And what a week to lead into as well. Chelsea in the Champions League final. Manchester City facing us as well. We got the dress rehearsal on Saturday. Europa League football, doing Europa League football things as well. But we'll delve into it later into the show. Big up everyone who's locked in, all the Shameless gang in the comment section. Smash the like and subscribe button. If you guys haven't done so already, check out everyone on their socials. Check out everyone's YouTube channels as well. The links are all down in the description below, so check it out. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. And and we'll start with you, fellow finalist. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been great. Don't hate.
I hate this guy, with a passion. I swear to God, yo.
Hey, you'll be seeing us in the Super Cup. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I suppose so. Go on, Jan City, innit? Yeah, I'm going to hate, of course.
What's deep about the Champions League is you now have to become a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Because your teammate in it. So that's how peak is.
Welcome.
But
He's
anyway,
wearing blue, so it's cool. Welcome, man.
And, you can get your Chelsea shirt out of your wardrobe now and put it up behind you. But yeah, literally, it's been a good week. I didn't expect Man City to. I'm not saying I didn't expect us to get to the final because I know we have been good this season in the Champions League, but I think the way that we did it was quite impressive. The same can be said for Chelsea as well. But yeah, I thought it was a good game. We're through. It looks like the league can be won probably by, earliest tomorrow, latest next Friday, because we play next Friday night. So, yeah, it should be won. And, be good, in a good place right now.
Oh, nice. So you get to win the league on the next episode of Shameless FC. We love to see it. Neil, speaking of finalists, how's your week been, man? And also looking forward to seeing you next week too.
It's going to be I'm really looking forward to that one. That should be good fun. Not the best result against Southampton, but to be fair, nobody cares. We keep doing our business, and there's more important fish to fry definitely in this episode. So yeah, thanks for having me once again, and roll on Newcastle just after this as well.
Yeah, let's go. Flawless as well. You lot have had a massive week, especially with all the Glazier protests and everything. How's your week been, bro?
Yeah, it's mad. You get me, man. Scored at the Old Trafford pitch first and foremost, in it. So put some credit on my name. Secondly, we're in the Europa League final as well. So zero complaints. The game against Roma, the second leg, was very entertaining. They finished 8-4. 8-5 was it on aggregate or something crazy like that. And it could have been more. Roma had chances. We had chances. It's all mad. But yeah, zero complaints. We're into a Europa League final. We have something to look forward to. It's looking like we're going to finish second. So again, no complaints whatsoever. Just looking forward to the final. The Premier League's pretty much meaningless now. Even though the FA have tried to stitch us up with the amount of games that we've got in a short space of time. We play Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. But obviously, there's more protests planned for the Liverpool game. So if that's going ahead, I don't know. That's going to be heavily policed. A lot more security and stewards. So yeah, it's mad. It's all mad.
Yeah, from the outside in, you keep doing what you're doing.
Say again?
What was that?
Say again, yeah.
You can't complain about the match being rescheduled when you're the reason why it got called up in the first place. So
yeah, it was our owners, but we move in it. You get what I'm saying? And that we just reacting to what's going on. We ain't protesting for no reason. And for all the people who are like, oh, they broke in. No, the stewards let the fans in. There's videos circulating. The stewards, because the stewards are Glazers out too. You know what I'm saying? They've had enough in that. So it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it.
They're on the pay wage as well, and they don't get the shit.
Yeah, it's just fortunately enough for us that we're not in the top 4 race. Then it would have been more, because the Premier League, to me, they're just games coming up now for Manchester United. It's all about playing Villarreal in the Europa League final. That's literally what our whole season hinges on.
Guess your mic was.
Don't know what's happening.
Babs. Silly question to ask, and comment section has been absolutely ruthless so far. I can't even lie, but how's the last day been? Because we ain't gonna ask the week. The week's been a bit of a howler, but how have you been today, man?
The week's been great, man. Beating Everton 2-1 again. The Arsenal women's goal from Katie McCabe and Kim Little, 90+ minute goal, third in the league. I think like 5 or 6 wins in a row. Yeah, life's good, man. Life's good. My team's doing well.
If we're speaking on women, big up the Chelsea ladies as well. Top of the Women's Super League, into the Women's Champions League final. Big up the ladies, keeping the Chelsea name proud. But I feel like we might as well just start with Arsenal, because I feel like that's what everyone wants to start with. First off, there was the 2-0 win over Newcastle United. Very good in terms of
yes.
building up hopes for the semi-final second leg against Villarreal, but fucking hell, it was like watching paint dry. And so one thing I've seen from Arsenal fans is everyone's complaining about Mikel Arteta and the substitution of Aubameyang in the 80th minute, I think 10 minutes from time, when he was the only player making shots on target. But it was a dreadful game to watch as a neutral. And this, for me, I picked this tie over the Manchester United Roma tie, and I feel like the biggest dickhead going because I just robbed myself of 180 minutes of football. Genuinely, two terrorists playing against each other for two legs. It was horrible to watch, and I feel for you as well because you had to watch it too. But Babs, chat to me. Out of the Champions League for the 5th season in a row, potentially out of European football.
How the Champions League? We were never in the Champions League.
Well, yeah, out of Champions League for the 5th season in a row, and if you won Europa, you would have been back in, isn't it?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but you guys know, and I was on this channel and I said I didn't expect Arsenal to get to the final, and a lot of you fans are like, but how is that possible? But I kind of expected it because I realised that the teams that we've played so far, Benfica, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, they're beatable. What Villarreal have is a manager who's the Europa League GOAT. Simple as. And that's what I was the most scared of, because he wins the Europa League or gets to the final at least, and he's done it again with a team which, they are not a special team, but they've got a manager who in this competition just knows how to make things happen. So congratulations to Villarreal. Fair play. I hope they win the final, because I actually low-key do have a feeling they might pull over United. I'm not saying that is what I want, but it would be funny if Unai Emery was to pull one over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, especially if Man City win the Champions League. But now forgetting that, I think it was typical Arsenal, boring, awful, and just shambolic.
Yeah, but here was the thing for me, because you've said you were worried because it was Unai Emery and his record in the Europa League and the level of your squad as well. But then, if that's the case, doesn't it mean that Arsenal's gone backwards since Arteta's been?
I wouldn't say level with our squad. Because we can say that for Chelsea or City or Man United, because they've got better squads than us. But Villarreal don't. You look at their players yesterday. Who was their special player? I can't think of anyone. Moreno's decent, but he's alright. Nothing special. He's not better than Aubameyang, is he? He might be this season, to be fair.
That's what everyone was saying. Like everyone who I know who watched it, whether it was Arsenal fans or rival fans of other clubs, were saying Villarreal aren't the best side. Like they're not the best sides,
but what they know, they've got a lot of experience. Raul Biel's their centre back, he's very experienced, and that's
I can't believe he's still kicking about. That's mad.
Exactly, and he was really just assured of how to deal with any scenarios. And for Arsenal, it was typical Arsenal at home. We can't score at home, and it is a sackable offence when you go, I think, 10 games without scoring at home, not in a row, but in total this season. That's not good enough. But I've just kind of accepted it at this point, because there's nothing else I can really do. Just got to watch it week in, week out, and hope somehow in some way we turn it around. But I'm just holding on to that phrase: you're never as bad as you really are, and you're never as good as you really are either. So I'm just gonna, you never know.
You know what? You did call the Europa League semi-final spot on when you said you weren't confident going into it. And we was like, well, even I thought after the first leg that Arsenal were going to go through.
It's because I see my team play week in, week out, innit?
Yeah,
I see my team play week in, week out, and I know
let's address the elephant in the room, though. Why did Arteta take off Aubameyang for Willian? When he just hit the post and you need a goal and you take off your mat.
I think with that's a mad quote, to be fair. I won't lie about that.
I was a wild ass quote. I don't know what you was on with that shit.
Yeah, you gotta say mad ass shit, aren't you? Yeah. Look, as I said, with Arteta right now, I think yesterday's game showed his inexperience, because he went into that game going into the mentality of, I need to just win 1-0 and I'm calm and I'm in the final. Whereas if we had Arsene Wenger, we were on the game, would have won that game 5-0. That's how poor Villarreal are. If you actually go at them with the quality we have, and we can't even argue about that yesterday, because you've got Aubameyang, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Pepe, all starting, and Tierney as well. So if you can't score at home with all those players on field, then it goes down to the manager. Why he took Aubameyang was because he probably thought, I don't know, he wasn't really impacting the game. I guess he hit the post a few times, but that was
did he not hit the post twice though?
Yeah, but it was more or less of, we weren't creating chances for him, and I think he just thought Lacazette comes on. Well, the issue was, right, we didn't have enough balance in midfield as it is, so you can't put on Lacazette and put Aubameyang on together, because it would just eliminate all the midfielders we have.
What minute was it that he made that change? Taking Aubameyang off and bringing Willian on.
81st or something like that. Just after that. No, so it was 80th.
Just after that. So surely you're going for it. I'm like, I get what you're saying in terms of balance. If it was,
I'm just trying to figure out why. I wouldn't agree with it though. No, I don't think any Arsenal fans agrees with taking off Aubameyang, but obviously he ain't been fit either, so I don't know, man.
You're a goal away. You are a goal away from a European final. Surely you throw all the attackers on that you have. You go 4-2-4.
Yeah.
Surely you do.
Yeah, but
having just
we
hit the post
but
immediately before.
When you say 4-2-4, you mean put in another midfielder? We didn't have another midfielder. We just got Partey.
Nah, not another midfielder. I'm just saying formations at that point when is one goal away from getting to a European final. Formations go out the window. You're going all out attack. You throw everything. You put in as many attacking players on the pitch as possible.
Look,
sure,
I hear that. I fully hear that.
As a left wing, just to.
But we still had we still had Saka on the pitch, Pepe on the pitch, Lacazette on the pitch, Smith Rowe on the pitch. So that's enough attackers anyways to get a goal. So you don't need to have.
If you're
as well.
You throw everybody forward.
Yeah, that's the mad part. Like, surely you leave Aubameyang, who is your.
Do you know what Arteta got wrong yesterday?
On that,
what Arteta tried yesterday was he tried to go ultra attacking without the team facility to do that. In terms of they're not used to playing that way of football. So what happened was if we had actually started El Neni alongside Partey because he was getting outrun in midfield, I think we would have probably gone through. But Arteta lost it because he lost the control of midfield and we were completely opened up because Partey was just getting ripped apart. He was getting outrun. There was too many midfielders surrounding him. So that's Arteta's fault. But then again, I think Xhaka was injured before the game, so it's not really helping, is it?
Yeah. So that's to me, that it was just wild, innit? Like when I heard he took him off and he wasn't injured and you're chasing, that's your marksman. That's your star guy attacking player.
Does that not sum up Arsenal this season a little bit?
I think it sums up Arteta, to be honest. I don't even see normally when managers, if they make decisions, you're like, okay, you can kind of understand where they're coming from, even if you disagree. I don't think there's anybody who agrees with that decision apart from him.
But also, are we blaming the wrong person? Surely it's the owners that we should be really. It's always the manager that's a scapegoat. In my opinion, in this case, it's not. It's the owners and all that stuff that's going on with Arsenal that's the real issue. Arteta's just trying to cover up. He's never had a job before in the as a manager, so you can't. It is the owner's fault at the end of the day for employing him for this situation that they're in.
Be careful, Leo. That's Yan City's guy, and you know what I'm saying. Arteta, she a big Arteta fan. You know what I'm saying.
Do you know what
your man's in it? You trying to stay quiet in it? You know what I'm saying. That's your guy in it. You was talking the most. Go on.
Listen, what happened to your guy, Patch? Because I didn't see him.
This ain't about punching. That is childish. How old are you?
Quick.
Are you 5? Are you 5?
She turned that around quick. Yeah, I see that. What I feel sorry for, right, is there's a guy's laptop right over there, and he's just dashed beer all over that MacBook.
He did apologize to him, though, in his defense.
Yeah, but bro, that's a MacBook, you know. That's expensive. That's not a cheap thing, bro.
Yeah, Barstool will replace
could
that,
probably
man.
finance that. It's Barstool Sports than that.
Yeah, he probably is, but I'm just saying, if that was mine, I ain't having that, bro.
I'm sorry, I had to reload that one still. I can't lie.
Yeah, I seen it all, man. I seen it all. None of this is a surprise.
No, but I was going to ask you as well because
I just think the job's too big for him. Isn't it? Sorry, I was just going to say I think my internet's a bit lagging, so that's why I'm talking over.
Don't worry about it.
But, I think it's like the job was way too big for him, and I think everyone's kind of saying Arteta's shit, but there's not many managers that could go into Arsenal now with that team and get success out of them. Yeah, okay, the best managers in the league, like your Klopps, your Peps, they probably could go in there and make Arsenal better because I think they are better than 10th place or 9th place or whatever they are. But they're not going to win the league with that squad. Like, it's not going to happen. So I think the owners need to invest. They need to get an experienced manager in, and then they can talk about what they can do in Europe. Because I don't see the point in going into Europe every year when you're not really going to challenge for it anyway. So I think they should just take a step back, get some players in, invest properly in the team, get a proper manager in, and then, you know, like Liverpool did with Klopp, they kind of said, okay, you know, we don't have the squad, we're going to get a decent manager in and work our way back up, and that's what they did. So that's what I think they should do. So,
do you know what, right? As much as I agree with that, Arsenal are not going to do that. I've already heard, and we've already been told, Arsenal, they're going to trust this process. They're going to trust it. They're going to just see it
Babs,
through.
do you still trust the process, though? Because you were moving like you were Arteta route.
I want to. I really want to trust this process.
That wasn't the question, yes or no, bro.
Are you Arteta route? Are you Arteta route? Just say it, man. Good evening. Is that what you're about to say?
Good evening.
Internet, bug it out. Oh, sorry.
I really tried to style that out and everything. Artem says nothing more ironic than losing to your former coach, especially when a bunch of Arsenal
Give it
fans
to
were
me,
saying
lads.
you
All the
last
Chelsea
year.
fans in the chat and the Tottenham fans, and give it to me. Kill me today, right?
Make sure you
come on,
donate.
Come
at
at me.
money,
Yeah.
We have you lot
Send
next
me
week,
that,
and I know
bruv.
what happened last time.
What I want right now, I want everyone to give it to me. I want everyone to laugh at me, call me a clown, call me everything, right? Because I understand football works in circles, yeah? And life comes at you fast. That's all I'm going to say, right? So as bad as we are right now, you never know what can happen in the future. You just never know. When Liverpool were in 8th and 9th every single year, we thought they were a banner club. And then they go in the Champions League and League within a space of a couple of years. So
what
football
did they
comes at you
do?
fast.
But what did they do?
What did they do?
They sacked their manager.
Yeah, I'm not saying Arteta's going to get us. I'm just saying all I'm saying is football goes
You're
in circles,
out
man.
now, innit? You're on the bandwagon, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I
will
respect it.
say,
See what I am, right? What I am is I'm one of the few fans in
You
the
are
middle,
sat on the fence.
right?
That's what you are.
Where
fam.
I wanted to do so well at Arsenal, but if he was to get sacked, I wouldn't be surprised, and I think he would deserve it because, as I said, his job as it stands right now, from a lot of Arsenal fans' perspective, is untenable, and I do agree on that perspective. But as I said, yeah, listen, if he can turn it around somehow, of course I'll stick with him. But I don't think he's gonna.
But surely he's just a scapegoat. That's on my point.
He is a
Even though
scapegoat,
he's
and
trying to do, yeah.
see this though, right? See this though.
The issue's bigger than him.
It is bigger than him, right? But you got to ask yourself the question. When you've got the caliber of Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, and so on and so forth, if you can't score a goal at home with those quality of players, you've got to ask questions to the manager, surely.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Arsenal spent no money. We've spent some money, enough to
you've not
be
spent
higher
any.
than 9th and 10th. We should not be below Aston Villa, should we? Who should we be below?
No.
West Ham United? No. So that's where Arsenal fans are going, no, hang on a second. Yeah, we went a bit better than City and United and Chelsea and so, but we're better than West Ham, surely, and Aston Villa and Everton.
This is the discussion that we've been having, though, in terms of where Arsenal should be. Like, who are they really behind that they shouldn't be? Like, the other big 5 clubs, you can all argue are better than them. That puts them 6th. They're not better than Leicester. That's 7th. Like I said, you can maybe argue West Ham, Everton when you look at the team. But I thought you had a decent summer, though. With Partey, with Gabriel coming in, Tierney coming in, you got Lacazette, you got Aubameyang, you got Saka.
If we were able,
you didn't have
to
a bad summer, though.
transfer Odegaard from January
Yeah.
to the summer, it would have helped us out a lot more because we would have creativity there. But it didn't happen. It is what it is. Life goes on, you know. Like yesterday, we could have scored yesterday. We had to hit the post a couple of times. Smith Rowe missed.
still had
David
Saka.
open goal.
Saka
Yeah,
still
but
had Smith Rowe in that team.
Yeah, but see what we lacked at the start of the season was balance. Because we had all these wingers and goal scorers and midfielders and defenders, but no creator for those players. You know,
You just let Mesut Ozil go, innit?
Yeah, but Ozil was declining regardless. And Ozil, we know it's different. We know for Ozil it's because he refused to take a pay cut. And that's why he got let go of Arsenal. Because, you know, a lot of people say it's because of his comments on things in China. And it might be that, but I remember someone saying that after that comment, Arteta signed for Arsenal and Ozil started 13 out of 15 games for Arsenal in a row. And then he refused to take a pay cut and never play for Arsenal ever again. So, you know, it is what it is.
So it was more of a pay cut than it was actually because of the stuff to do with the Muslims in China.
I really don't know. But I remember someone saying to me that he showed me the stats of after the Muslim comment, I think it was the Uyghur Muslims, right? He said he started 13 games under Arteta out of 15 after that comment. Because he made it in December 2019. And then after he refused to take a pay cut, never play for Arsenal ever again.
All right, quick question before we move on. What position actually gets you lot into the Conference League? Because I'm trying to figure out if you lot can still compete for Europe.
7th.
Okay, so
We're 7 points off. Tottenham is the team we need to look at.
What is this Conference League?
No, Liverpool.
I just thought you were talking about like.
Liverpool got a game in hand.
Somebody please break it down. What is it? Just the new intertotal?
No idea. I hear this.
Okay, so how it works, right, is before 5th and 6th would have got you automatic qualification for Champions League, Europa League, right? And then 7th what got you into the qualifying rounds for the Europa League, you know? So now, instead of going to the qualifying rounds for the Europa League, you get into this new Conference League competition, which is basically the Carabao Cup.
Okay,
Right,
so well, regardless, we know it was useless anyway. But the thing with that, I know there's only one spot for like the top 5 leagues, if I'm correct. And then the rest, the lower down you get in terms of the country's coefficient.
No.
more
You
spots
can't qualify. If you're not 7th at least, you won't qualify for any European football.
Regardless of your division.
Yeah, regardless. That only comes into effect in 2024.
Okay, well,
Didn't
to
they
be
say
honest, I
something
don't even know if you lot seriously want to pursue it.
Look, as I said, I've seen during my time, I've seen Chelsea without European football. It wasn't the end of the world. I've seen Liverpool without European football. It wasn't the end of the world. So we have to go through that, innit? We just have to go through it. It is what it is. That's the circumstance we're in right now.
Yeah, I remember us speaking like months ago about this and saying that if you lot didn't have European football, it could actually end up being better for you guys in the long run if you lot make the right transfers in the summer. But it all depends on your summer window.
Yeah.
It is what it is. As I said, I've accepted it for what it is, man. I can't really do anything else about it, innit? So see where it goes, see where it takes me.
If Arteta was
I
sacked,
think
who'd you want? Who'd you want, Babs? If Arteta was sacked, who would you want?
Don't even have a
Realistically,
clue.
and in an
I was thinking about it
ideal
last
world.
night. Do you know what? I did watch a few videos of.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah. In an
I was
ideal
watching a few
world,
tactical
and then-
videos
and then
last night on
realistically-
Maurizio Sarri, and I was looking at Sarri's, what his principles are as a football manager. And to be fair, he would offer Arsenal liquid football, which is what Arsenal fans, a lot of fans want, that liquid football, entertaining football. Whether he's a winner, I'm not sure, but he has won the Europa League. To be fair, he's available. I'm just looking at people that are available right now. Benitez. I'm not really convinced myself. I don't want that type of manager, but I wouldn't be against it if he signed. I like Potter, but he's too similar to Arteta. They play in the same way, 5 channels, half spaces, very tactical approaches. Might not work out. And obviously he's 16th right now, anyways. So yeah, I don't know. There's not many obvious options. So I don't know, man. Probably
enough.
sorry, I guess.
I'm hoping you lot don't get sorry on a level.
Do you know he has been linked with us, Lewis? Though we were getting reports from Italy that Arsenal have contacted his entourage, Maurizio Sarri.
Got
Club
serious
well is
links,
available.
Quiet rumours.
Jeez.
Because my thing has been,
Yeah.
does Sarri even come back to England? Because he left after a year because he was homesick.
Yeah, but I think he's been to Juventus, didn't quite work out there. Roma didn't get the job to him, he gave it to Mourinho instead. If Arsenal's job becomes available, maybe Sarri would take it. He would take it, it's just a matter of if he's the guy.
He definitely
the
will
guy?
promise to stick a finger up to our fans after the way we treated them. And this is
Sarri's a good manager and he's experienced,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
what Arsenal need right now, is an experienced man. If it's not Arteta, get experience.
And
I don't want to go from I've seen some fans say, get Arteta out, bring in Thierry Henry. No, that's not happening. Yeah, if you're gonna go for inexperience to inexperience, there's no point of it. If you're gonna go for inexperience for a top level experienced manager like Maurizio Sarri, I'm not fully against that.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want you lot to get sorry because it ain't worth it for us. Because as I already said, you don't need transfers. He just needs a season with your squad. He'll find 14 players.
He just
He'll
needs
get rid of
specialist
Deadwood as
players.
well. And he needs a register in DM, and I think the rest he can kind of just work with. Like he'll just get them to understand his style of play within the next year, and then your team will be sorted. Like he doesn't even look at transfers with us. Christian Pulisic, he had barely any say on the matter. Didn't even really care too much. All he wanted was Jorginho in the side, and that was it.
There you go. Arteta wanted Jorginho in the summer, and Arsenal fans were belating him for it.
I was shook.
You
I was
know
like, I don't want Jorginho at your club. He'd fix you guys up within a
I
season.
wanted him. I thought he was a
One
baller
of the
because I
best.
wanted him when he was
Yeah,
unhappy.
you know,
Best
ball, that's
position.
why.
He does like a good player.
Arsenal fans want pacey players that show passion and desire, that work hard and tackle, that have heart and you know what I mean. So I think we'll see where it goes. But honestly, I think Arteta's going to stay, and we'll just see where it goes. And if we can have a decent little summer and address our actual issues, you never know, man.
How
Alright.
confident
I do
are you that
think
that's
we
actually going to get
might
done?
know it.
Can't get any worse than this. So pretty confident.
I can.
Hey, famous last words. It can.
Yeah,
It
I'm
definitely
sure
can.
you said that last season.
Yeah.
No, I really don't think
I'm
it can
sure
get
you
worse
said
than
that
this.
last.
I really
yeah, you
listen.
said that last
I'll be
season.
really honest. I don't think it can get worse than out of Europe. Maybe it can. Maybe it can. But I
You lot
really
could
don't
become.
think.
You lot could legit become mid-table fodder for real. And
We're not.
we had
We
this
won't.
conversation.
Yeah, we
we said
Yeah.
you finished 8th last season. If you finish
I mean,
8th,
we
9th,
could
or
come
10th
back
this
Because
up.
season,
I remember. See, do you know why we want? Right, I remember the same conversations about Liverpool. I remember the identical conversation about Liverpool. Liverpool are 7th, 8th every year. They can't, they're over. Southampton have finished above them, and other clubs like Everton as well. Oh, Liverpool are in the
Yeah,
mud.
but at least they're
And they made a return. Arsenal are a club where if you can just get a couple things right, we'll be back towards the
But you
top
know
at
what?
least.
That's
But they're big things.
That's
Surely.
that's most clubs in the top 6 though. Apart from take out Chelsea and City, that's most clubs in the top 6. That's Manchester United. You could replace Arsenal there and say we're a couple things away.
Listen, I've
Liverpool,
seen
a
United.
couple
I've
things
seen
away.
United in front of my own eyes. Their own fans this whole season going, Ollie's not the guy. Ollie's shy. Ollie's this. Ollie's that. And I see you second in the league and in the Europa League final, right? So it can't be that bad, right?
No,
we'll find a way.
But
to
no. Context matters though. Yes, Europa League final is great, but if you would have said at the start of the season to a United fan, we finished second and be in the Europa League, that means we went out of the Champions League. And then not only did we go out of the Champions League, it's the manner in which we went out of as well.
So would you back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if he wins the Europa League? So he wins his first trophy as a Man United manager.
No.
And gets second. No.
Because
your board will back that. Your board will back that.
We know our board will, but we shouldn't be in the Europa League because we are a Champions League team. Not in terms of winning it and being in finals and semi-finals.
Listen,
in
I
terms of
only
being
see
able
one
to
team
compete.
in Manchester that's Champions League worthy right now.
No. Hear what I'm saying though. Not as in finals or semi-finals. I'm saying we are good enough to get out of the group stages is what I'm saying. Which we are. We can compete if you look at the teams.
in England.
Yeah, and
So
you just
good
said
enough
there
for
we're
Champions League.
second. So we're good
It
enough
should
to
be
be in
other
the
teams, to be fair. I think next year, I think City, Liverpool and Chelsea were the teams fight for the title. I don't think United will.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not saying United
I'm
will
not
fight
even
for the
sure about
title.
Liverpool, to be fair. I think it's just City, Chelsea.
I think Liverpool, they'll be out for vengeance, personally. With fans back as
Liverpool
well.
depends on how seriously they take Europa League. If Klopp just doesn't give a shit,
Depends on their board as well.
then I'd see them.
Yeah.
I'd actually.
No,
see
I
them
think
being
Liverpool's board as well. They tried to silence the fans in the summer, give them a few signings and that.
If
to,
they get the right
keep the
signings, I
fans.
think so. But talk to Liverpool.
They've already got
fans.
Konate apparently
Yeah.
secured.
But
so
have you
it's a
seen
good
his injury record though?
Yeah,
Standard
to be
Liverpool,
fair,
innit?
and Liverpool have the Arsenal physio as well. So actually, you know what? I take that back.
That's what I'm saying. though, man.
You know what I always say though with Europe, because I've said for quite a while, there's some teams like with Man City, we go into the Champions League every year to win it. That's what we go into. We don't tend to win it, obviously, but we go in there for that reason. So did Chelsea, United, whoever qualifies for the Champions League. Europa League, depending on most of the Europa League finalists tend to be teams that have dropped into it. Obviously, you do get the odd one where it's like they've come in and they've just gone, but most of them it's Champions League teams that have dropped out in the group stage.
Champions League
that then go on to
rejects.
win it.
Yeah.
So it's one of them things. If
Flawless, I wouldn't have that.
you're a team that are struggling at the moment, or you've got a small squad, being in Europe doesn't really help the situation. You're probably better off staying in the Prem, focusing on the Prem, trying to get top 4. So then the next season you can get the players you need in. And then, because I think if Arsenal only have Premier League football, they should be able to get top 4. They should be able to. I'm not saying you
We'll
will.
win the FA Cup next year.
If you have a good transfer window and then you go for top 4, because we've seen Man United get players when they aren't in Europe. Like we've seen Liverpool get players when they're not in
Because
Europe.
we're a juguggernaut. That's
Arsenal
why.
will get players. Arsenal will get players. Even it's been confirmed today.
They're based in London, so they'll still get players. So they could like look at Partey. Partey left Atletico Madrid to join Arsenal. It will happen.
Money
They will get
talks.
players, and if they do that as well, you can focus on top 4. Maybe get top 4. Well, you should get top 4 over like a West Ham or maybe even I don't know. It depends who fails next season, but you should get top 4, and then the next season you can get the higher class players in who want Champions League football, and then try and compete for a trophy. Do you know what I mean? But I think some people, it's like they'd rather be in Europe than not be in Europe, which for the owners it's all financial, so it makes sense. But I think sometimes a year out isn't the worst thing, because at least you can focus on the Prem and try and do better in that, rather than kind of finishing 6th and then going out in Europa League anyway. That's
Exactly,
the way I.
Yeah, I fully agree on that. And also, what I would say is, now that we're out of Europe, it gives Arsenal a chance to fully trim the squad down for players that you don't need, that would have played in Europe. They don't play anymore, churn them, get them out of the club, and then you can start again and add quality to the squad. So, it's not the end of the world, but it is awful, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. You just, as I said, accept it and move on, and you never know, When you're at your worst, you somehow can find a way to get back up there. You never know.
Yeah,
But the thing is, my point is, there's better teams.
Babs, I love your optimism, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Love it.
I'm being
man.
real. Like there's teams like us that are doing bits. I mean, West Ham, if they keep Moyes and they keep investing in the squad, they're going to keep doing bits. There's not just a top 6 now. Leeds, if they get the investment, you've seen again, it's a bit of up and down. You don't know what's going to happen. However, you look, I think if they win their game, have they got the same amount of points games played as you? No, they've got the same amount of games. But if Aston Villa, then they come above, they can keep cracking. They've showed they've pumped money into the club. So it's not just this idea of just traditional top six. I mean, we're doing bits. You don't know, Wolves could come back and do bits as well. So it's not just the idea of, it's top 10 now. It's literally top 10.
You got Everton as well. Position. You can add to that. You got Everton. You can add to that.
Yeah.
You've got Leeds. You can add to that.
Investing hard.
You see this though. You keep saying investing. Arsenal have invested. We've net spend £500 million since 2013, which is higher than I think a couple of Premier League clubs like even Tottenham and Chelsea, because they run better or sell players for higher value, right? So we spend money. It's just about spending that money in the right direction. And if we can do it this summer, then we will be back. It is. But also, I go back to that point of constant change every year, change of approach. From Sanlehi to Mislintat, from scouting to agents, from Gazidis to Wenger. Like, it's just constant changes. So now, if Arsenal do keep Arteta and Edu, you're going to have the first summer since Wenger left, back in 2016, where you have consistency for the first time ever.
All right, cool. We will make the switch now, and we'll start with Manchester City. Man City are 1 win away from the Premier League title after a 2-0 win away to Crystal Palace. And then, keeping on the spirit of 2-0s, Manchester City are also into the Champions League final against London's finest after a 2-0 win against PSG at the Etihad Stadium. Jan, what a week for you guys. Obviously, the weekend might not be as fun as the week was, but how's your week been?
Yeah, it's great. I thought in the Crystal Palace game, I kind of thought when I saw the lineup, like, who's going to score? Because Aguero sometimes takes a little bit of a while to get back to his best. Like, he normally plays about 3 or 4 games without scoring, and then he'll go on his mad run and get loads of goals. But I didn't expect him to score against Crystal Palace. I think that's his first goal ever at Selhurst Park. So yeah, I didn't expect him to score. Ferran Torres, he's not a bad player. I think he's just not settled in yet. I think it's like a Kai Havertz, like he's showing signs of what he can do, but not quite doing it all the time. So I think it's one of them. I think he'll be great next season. He started kind of how like Sane started when he first came. He wasn't at his best, and then he just got better and better. So I think Ferran Torres will get better next season. He's doing okay. Sterling's form is terrible. Like, I love Sterling, but yeah, I don't think he could score in an open net at the moment. He's really struggling right now. So yeah, I knew he wasn't going to score. He's been getting better and better as the season's kind of gone on a little bit, but he's just not at his best. So yeah, I didn't know who was going to score in that game. I thought it was one of them where we could have lost or drawn, but we won. So that was good. We put ourselves in a good position because regardless of what really happens with Man City, we could end up winning the league regardless. Like if Liverpool beat United, we win the league regardless of what Man City do. I think we need 2 points. So if Man United draw, I think we still pretty much have the league wrapped up. We just need good goal difference or, a point or 2 here and there. So yeah, we should win the league. I'd rather win it tomorrow simply because we're at home and we're playing. I don't want to win it I don't want to win it from a Man United loss or like a draw from Man United or anything like that. So hopefully we do win it tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in that game because now there's a new element to it with the Champions League final. So yeah, it's one of them. I think Champions League Man City and Premier League Man City are 2 different teams. And I think a lot of people are confusing the 2. So they're kind of saying, oh, well, Man City won't win the Champions League final because they lost to Leeds. Man City, no one in the Champions League has beaten us this season for a reason because we're very, very good in the Champions League. So I'm not saying that it's impossible. I think the Chelsea are going to play the kind of football that frustrates Man City, and it could be a smash and grab. Even if you just defend, you could still win. So it's going to be interesting in that final. Obviously, this top 4 race will play into that. If you don't get top 4 for some reason, you'll then have to win that to get Champions League football. So that'll change things as well. But as it stands, I think it's going to be a difficult game, the final. But yeah, I thought we were excellent against PSG. If we play how we played in that in that second leg, or particularly the second half of the second leg, if we play like that against Chelsea, we should be winning that game because of how well we defended. I've never seen Man City
fall apart like they will.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's going to be interesting because I think I've said it all along against Chelsea. It will all depend on how clinical we are going forward, both teams, because we both have issues in that area. And defensively, how well we defend, because we're both solid defensively. So it is going to be one of them where it's very... It's going to be very... Yeah, I think Man City normally, the reason why teams like Chelsea that can defend well will beat Man City is because we can't defend, but that's not the case this season. So it's going to be interesting.
Like the FA Cup semi-final, you lot really played into our hands with that high line because Werner and Ziyech just so much space in the transition.
But that lineup that we played, like, you know, a lot of City fans saying it was our B team. Like, technically it wasn't our B team, but there was 8 changes. So there's 8 changes.
No, I don't take it as gospel that we beat you guys. Like, both teams had changes anyways.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking to Saturday. And even when we're looking at Saturday, I'm not really that confident for it because I think for Chelsea, our motivation levels for this game aren't going to be as high as yours. Both of us have come out of semi-final second legs, but you lot have incentive because you win the league if you win tomorrow. Us, it's just we're keeping in the top 4 race. So I'd expect you lot, even if you lot aren't at the same intensity that you were before, I expect you lot to have a higher intensity for this game than we would. If we beat you guys, like Tuchel's proper unstoppable. Like, I really have no words to describe him if we can turn it around against you guys tomorrow. But I'm not really that confident for this one. I feel like it'd be a banana slip.
Do you know what's interesting now? Because a lot of people are saying, you know, if Chelsea win this game, because the thing is, because we've seen it against Man United, where Man United have got 2 positive results against Pep, and their fans were saying, you know, when we played Man United in that semi-final, all the United fans that I heard were saying, Pep's going to lose because, you know, Oli always beats him. And then we went into a semi-final when a trophy was at stake, and they didn't get... So I actually think if you win tomorrow, it probably makes us more likely to win the final, if that makes sense. Which sounds weird, but I don't think Pep would get beat 3 times. Yeah, I don't think Pep's going to get beat 3 times by the same manager. I don't think he will have done that in his career. So I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I don't think it's going to affect the final because it's going to be a completely different mentality going into that Champions League final. It's not going to be like the Prem where Man City can afford to lose tomorrow. They can afford to lose against Newcastle. They can afford to lose against Brighton, beat Everton and win the league. So it's not, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see, obviously.
Do you know what's funny about Man City, right, is Man United could win their first trophy on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Your fans would be gassed. And then City could win the Champions League and the Premier League. That's just, for me, that's the worst because you've won your trophy, you can celebrate that, but then you've got your rivals, your local rivals, winning the double, the proper double.
Yeah, it's kind of mad that Chelsea could win a Champions League and an FA Cup while you man are sat in 9th, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You see this with Arsenal. A lot of Arsenal fans are kind of grasping on the fact that Chelsea are better than Arsenal by a country mile right now. We kind of all know that. Well, you know, United fans, if you ask a United fan, what colour is Manchester right now?
Yo, what colour is the Premier League right now?
No, don't change it.
No,
what
don't change it. No, don't change it. What colour is the Premier League?
This is what United fans do. They never answer it.
Been blue.
You say you never answer this.
Wait,
you never answer
it. Are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Internet.
Exactly, innit?
Answer the question. Just answer the question for me, right?
No, is the Premier League not blue? The Premier League's blue.
Are you answering or not? Are you answering or not?
Of course I answered it. The country's blue. The
country's blue. So you say Manchester's blue then, yeah?
The finals are blue.
Are you saying Manchester's blue? Say Manchester is blue. Say
Arteta out. Say Arteta out.
Your City is blue.
No, the City's big man.
Say Arteta out.
I don't have the facilities for that.
Yeah, exactly. And don't ever try and press me about answering questions the way you sat on the fence multiple times this week, last week.
Yeah,
about
but
the
I can do
European
that,
Super League.
innit?
Are
You
high?
can't do that. Tell me, bro. Say Manchester is blue. Say it. Say it with me. Manchester is blue. I'll say it slowly with you.
Say Arteta out.
Manchester is blue. Say it. Say it with me. Say it with me.
See this energy you have for me and that. If Arsenal had this on the pitch, you'd be through the final. You know what I'm saying?
I could say right now. I can say right now. As of today, London is blue right now. London is blue right now.
We know London's blue right now. That's not a debate.
But you can't say Manchester is blue.
That's not a debate.
Say it.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it. You're wearing the colours. Now say it.
Say Arteta out. You're wearing blue too. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Is the Premier League not blue?
This is. I've got red.
Yeah, this is. I got
we can all be
behind
blue.
me.
We can all be blue.
You know what I'm saying? That. Don't ever try to press me.
Good side, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous.
Fuck the blue teams, anyways.
The blue teams are.
It's all right, just because they're higher than you. Everton as well. Just bearing in mind.
Man are a mid-table club, and you're a mid-table club.
We're third. What you on about? Women's Super League. We're third.
Wait, are Chelsea not bothering you in that as well?
So
Chelsea
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But you say we're mid-table. We're third. We're third. We're third. That's all I'm saying.
So you're the runners up even in the women's team and that. You get what I'm saying? You are the second losers.
We are
That's
third.
what it is. Yeah, second losers.
Let's go to your channel and find all the women's content you do, yeah?
Yeah, but I keep that in privacy, innit? You know, I got to enjoy that content. With Arsenal content, I don't enjoy it because I have to make it. Whereas women's content, I just, enjoy the games, watch them in the private, and they're nice.
Yeah, sure.
We have E-Rock saying London is blue and will continue to be blue.
London's been blue for the longest.
What was the stuff you showed us earlier about the stuff with the Super League? Was that all
teams
clubs have to
will get a
renounce
5% fine.
5%?
Teams are going to get a 5% fine.
5%? Fine.
Arsenal will get it because we're not in Europe.
Oh, fuck's sakes, man.
100 million euros. I swear. What's it called?
But you know what is, right?
And that on Maguire.
No. So this is what is, right? It's been confirmed already that the owners of the clubs will pay that money. So it won't be taken out of the funds of the teams. They're not going to get hurt.
Okay, so
the Glazers will pay it, Cronkies will pay it. If we even get fined.
£100 million fine if they join any other version of the Super League.
Yeah, so what it is, I think they're going to pay a €15 million fine. 15 million euros will be fined for each of the 6 clubs.
15 for each of them. 15 million.
This season. 1.5 for one season. 15 million. So 5% of the revenue, they said.
So these lot have been fined 15 million and 5% of their revenue for next season.
No, that's the 5%. 15 million euros.
They just got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah,
they pay it themselves.
They're doing it again.
The clubs don't pay it.
This ain't going away. That's the.
We're doing it again. Listen, Neil, you can't stop it. The Super League is coming, right?
But
it's coming.
UEFA should come down hard. It's not good enough.
They're not going to come down. Do you know why?
They want to pay us to come back. What are you saying?
Exactly. They paid us to come back. Right, and they took £50 million back in change. Yeah, it's nice work. But what I'm saying to you right now, right, is this is an example of UEFA valuing these 6 clubs too highly. They don't respect Leicester. They don't respect West Ham. They don't care about your clubs because this is how UEFA work. Unfortunately, they want the money teams. This is how it shouldn't be like that though. Your team should hold higher respect right now. Yeah, but it's different.
Say the chest, fam, innit? You know what I'm saying in that?
Yeah, but when I said I'm in the Super League, right? We're in the Super League right now. We're in the Women's Super League. We're in the Women's Super League. That's the Super League, right?
Is it? Is there a Women's Super League? I don't know.
It's called a WSL.
I don't follow the Women's.
See, I've always been for the Super League, up the Women's Super League.
And you lot lost in that as well.
Yeah,
you know
that's why you're in the protest. Yeah, is that why you're at the protest?
I was just staring at it. Just
staring at it.
You know what?
Just for the bands.
There's some crazy title races going on, because the Women's Super League, you've got Chelsea are 2 points ahead of Man City with 1 game to play, which Chelsea will win.
They drew 2-2 recently as well.
And then you've got the under 21s has been won already. Under 23, sorry, you've already won it. Then
what's on that?
I'm
under 18. I think it's Man United.
What do you say? Arteta will be a brilliant coach. Oli couldn't fill his water bottles. Being Pep's number 2 is way better experience than managing Mold, to be honest. What do you want me to say to that?
Just your thoughts on that. Would you agree or disagree?
Is Arteta better than? Well, it's looking like. But if you give Oli Arsenal's team you're probably in the same position.
I heard Goldbridge say right.
You're probably in the same position. I was after Arteta won you the FA Cup. There's episodes of From a Fair Eye View of me talking about him. Like, I thought Arteta would have been better, and me and JV argued me down on that, and clearly he was right about that. So I understand this. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what he's saying here. Understand what? But if you give Ollie Arsenal's team, Arsenal are probably in the same position.
Right, I heard
position. Says you there still sat on the fence being Arteta in and that, fam. So you should be back in this. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know why? I want him to succeed at Arsenal. I'm desperate.
Yeah, of course. But
I'm desperate to have the final laugh. That's why.
Here's the thing.
I win the lottery, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
Yes. I want Ollie to succeed at Manchester United, you joker. But if I think he's not good enough, I'm gonna say I think
with you and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is you kind of accepted he's not the guy, right? So if he goes, and that's what with me for Arteta, I've kind of accepted he might not be the guy. Might be the wrong time. He might be the guy, but be the wrong time. You see that big
word there? That's a big word that you stuck in there.
No, but my phrase is different. He might be the right guy, but at the wrong time. That's a simple fact.
So he's the wrong guy right now, innit?
Yeah, so he's not the right guy for right now.
Yeah, so he's the wrong guy right now.
He might not be, but do you know what he's gonna stay? He's gonna see it out. We're here to stay, lads. We're here to.
It is, and Ollie with me, I want to be wrong on him. I want him to be successful for obvious reasons. He's one of
so much.
I want him to be successful, but if I think he's not good enough, I'm gonna say so. So I get that. If you give Ollie Arsenal's team, they're probably in the same position.
So I was arguing with Man United fans, right?
Or Brendan Rodgers, Arsenal's team, they'd be higher up the table.
I was arguing with Man United fans, and they were saying to me that if Ollie had Arsenal's current squad, we'd be fine for top 4.
See, I see you say that about Goldbridge, and I disagree with that. I don't think so.
It wasn't just Goldbridge. There was a lot of United fans that replied to that.
Because a lot of United fans think Ollie is a good manager. They think he's the guy for us. I don't think he is. No, he's definitely not. I say it. I've been saying this for the longest.
If he ends up winning the Europa League and staying, then it might be the one.
Well, if he wins the Europa League, a competition we shouldn't be in.
Well, at least they're
no.
in
If he wins it and he stays and he signs a new contract, I'm for that.
Yeah, of course you're for that because you're an Arsenal fan. Same way I'm Arteta in it, but you're Arteta and sat on the fence on about it.
Yeah, but I've never seen anything in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to say he's special. You've said yourself right now when Arteta won the FA Cup, you're like, yeah, you know what, he might be.
I thought he was, but then context matters when you see the season.
But as I said, for me, as an Arsenal fan, I've never seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer show me anything in a game to go, he might be the one.
I hear you. I'm saying, but we debating here. I don't rate either of them highly. So,
Bez.
I think Raphael G saying Rance is correct. Arteta is a very good coach, but a poor manager. Who shall we go to next? Seeing as we're on the topic of Champions League finalists, you know what? We're just going to go straight into it, and we'll talk about the Champions League finalists themselves. Chelsea, Real Madrid put in a pack. Thibaut Courtois got absolutely destroyed at Stamford Bridge in what was a dominant performance over Los Blancos. Also, while we're talking about Los Blancos, the real Los Blancos also got battered on Saturday in the greatest derby in English football history. 2-0 win to the Gargantuan Chelsea. Faced Manchester City on Wednesday, through to the Champions League final. And what an amazing first few months it's been for Thomas Tuchel as well. He has done a madness with this club. Anyone got any thoughts on Thomas Tuchel's Tricky Blues?
Give him his credit. He deserves his props. I tweeted that. I give him his props and that. And how bad? Let's go talk about how bad of a manager Lampard is that he had people doubting his team and doubting
Let's talk. Let's talk
about that.
Look how
people were legit. People were legit. Let's go, Babs, innit? This is all we've got, Babs. Babs, this is all we've got.
They're not gonna let me talk today. I'll let you do it, man.
Nah, man, you get me. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? We got room with this. Literally, yeah. That's how bad of a manager Lampard is. And I know I'm on the Chelsea channel that he had people doubting Kante. And now look at him. You know what I'm saying? You have to give Tuchel all jokes.
You say you're in a Chelsea channel. Half of them will agree with you.
Yeah, give Tuchel. I don't know. Because obviously he's your cult hero, innit? So I look at Lampard.
He is, but
how
Chelsea
how United fans look at
you know how much he gets cussed out and we've gone through to the finals still. He's like, oh, we didn't get rid of Lampard. We would have been in a fucking title race and shit like that. And they aren't wrong. That's the maddest thing.
Yeah, you gotta give Tuchel.
Lampard.
Yeah, you gotta give Tuchel full credit though, innit? Like I said that after the game, like you were very good in the first leg, very good in the second leg. You're in the FA Cup final.
You see this though, right?
You're in the Champions League final. You have to give him credit because the thing is, people talk about Tuchel talks the talk and he walks the walk. When he spoke and he said, "Oh, this trust the process 5 years," he's like, "No, I'm here to win now." You know what I'm saying? And none of these players are his team. None of these players are his. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? He's not signed anybody, so I have to give him full credit. Go on.
I really want to give him a lot of credit because he's showing me top managerial things right now. But my issue is I don't know where Chelsea are, because you were so bad on the Lampard. You were 10th on the Lampard. Yet you're so good on the Tuchel. So where actually are you? Because, it's not that Lampard's that bad of a manager, surely. He wasn't that bad.
Is.
Was
it
he?
Is. What's the difference, fam?
I'd say that.
Because
Different managers, same players.
what Chelsea are showing me now is where Chelsea kind of should be, because they spend the money in the summer. Because when they signed Havertz and Werner, and I was going, right, there's some serious signings there. Ziyech as well, and Thiago Silva. I was like, okay, there's serious signings there. Then it didn't quite work out at the start. It was quite funny. Lampard got axed. Now you're kind of doing where you kind of should be in the league. You're 4th. You should be higher than that, in my opinion. You'd probably be 2nd or 3rd. Higher than Leicester, surely. In the Champions League final, fair play. You've been given a good route, because Real Madrid are not the team they used to be. But you've knocked out Atletico and Real Madrid, which is never easy whatsoever, no matter where they are in their current standings, let's just say. So, fair play. You're in the final now, but I don't know if you're going to win that. But as I said, things can change quickly, because Tuchel's in the final of 2 competitions now, the FA Cup and the Champions League, and fighting for top 4. But it's also not impossible that they all go wrong. Like, that's how football works sometimes. Say if you lose the FA Cup final to Leicester, and you lose the Champions League final to Chelsea, to Man City, and say if you don't beat Man City on the weekend and West Ham close you up on the top 4 race, you just never know.
It's the fine margins of football.
Things could really drop like that, but who's to say it will? Like, we've only lost one
I'm not
game
saying it is, and I don't think it will either. I don't expect it to.
The 8 goals
I remember
you
the same.
since Tuchel's come in, and it was
I
5
think
to
so.
West
5 in
Brom.
one game.
Yeah.
So really, truly,
I've always kind of been skeptical of managers whenever they start in any club, even if it's Arsenal or Chelsea United, because I always see this type of.
I get what you're saying, Babs, but it's more than if it was 10 games in, I'd put it down to new manager bounce. He's had 20 plus games. How many games has he been managed Chelsea now?
See, this is where I don't understand though, because I watched Tuchel at PSG and he was good, but he wasn't this good. He wasn't.
You know
this
what?
Good.
You know what it is at Chelsea?
Ball job
You know what it is? Yeah, you know what it is at PSG? It's like when you have the likes of Neymar and Mbappe,
Maybe so.
That's not like, you're not really gonna.
Yeah,
how do I put this now? You're
if
not
you look
gonna
at Chelsea right
superstars.
now,
That's the thing, and PSG
Yes.
focus on
Yeah,
their
that might be
superstars.
right.
You're
Chelsea
never
care
gonna-
about their players, but we don't really have any big superstars like your Neymars or your Mbappes. Our
He's
closest
never gonna-
is Hazard, and he's left.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's never
so,
going to
because
play
if
that. You see the way he's played at Chelsea. He's never going to do that with PSG because you have Neymar and Mbappe. You don't have that type of structure around superstars. Like PSG are the new Galacticos. Like you don't play that way with a solid base and all that. It's like it doesn't work like that. Whereas at Chelsea, you can do in there, like Lewis said, you don't have the superstars. So it's kind of like he can go, he can set up properly.
When did Tuchel join Chelsea? What
After
game?
he got slapped by Leicester.
Mid-January, it was Wolves.
Was after that game.
Wolves at home.
Okay, Wolves at home,
Was
0-0.
Wolves.
So he came in and it was Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Then Chelsea 1, Tottenham 0. Then Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 1. Then 1-0 against Barnsley. Then 2-0 against Newcastle. Then 1-1 against Southampton. 1-0 against Atletico Madrid. 0-0 against Chelsea. Against Man United. 1-0 against Liverpool, 2-0 against Everton, 0-0 against Leeds, 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, 2-0 against Sheffield United, 5-2 lost to West Brom, 2-0 to against Porto, 4-1 against Crystal Palace, and then Porto beat you 1-0, and then it was 1-0 against Man City, 0-0 against Brighton, 1-0 against West Ham, 1-1 against Real Madrid, 2-0 against Fulham, and then 2-0 against Real Madrid.
And maybe what you said, Babs, as well. You know, when you was talking about Arteta and sat on the fence about that in terms of wrong manager, right club. Maybe Tuchel just fits Chelsea as well. It's the right manager at the right time.
Because when you did say that at PSG he had the the superstars, the egos. I look at Chelsea's squad right now, and you've got world class players like Kante, but he's not got an ego, has he? You've not got a superstar, like a superstar ego. You get me? Like Hazard might have been that player in the past. But you don't have that right now. You got Mount potential, Havertz potential, Werner, trash. Other players like that. But you don't have any superstar egos, if you get me. So do you know what? You're right. I think Tuchel might be the right man for Chelsea.
He seems the way, because I had my doubts about him going in there, but I already said that Chelsea had the squad. They just had to get a manager.
It just depends on if he wants to keep this back three going into next season. Because I think he would, and he should. He should, because he's smart. He does. Because what he's doing right now is very special. Because what he's doing right now is very special because he's playing this way of he can see teams out, but he creates chances as well. That's my concern. Always the back three is you don't
And
create enough
they've
chances.
just been linked with Lewandowski as well. If they sign him, all Manchester City is alright.
I will link
Whoever
with
gets him.
everybody. We've been linked with Lewandowski, Kane, and Salah all of
Lewandowski, you know.
today.
Lukaku.
Do you know what? Low-key, as much as
Salah.
Werner
Salah
is
was the
Werner's
big
had
one
a
today.
Werner might actually suit
Yep.
Tuchel because he does a lot of the right things in terms of build-up
He just-
play. He's good at
he
one-touch
just can't
football. He's good
finish
at
them.
dribbling. He just for whatever reason doesn't know how to.
Like
put the
imagine
ball in
you
the
put
back of the net.
Lewandowski in their team. It's a wrap.
Yeah, but Lewandowski is a goal scorer. But Werner
Yes.
offers more dynamics in terms of speed. Like, it's a different type of striker. So maybe you have
it's-
both in it.
It's different, but what I'm saying is, even if you take out Werner,
Chelsea
and
would
with
not
the
sign
players around
Lewandowski.
him-
Chelsea
saying
would
they
not.
will.
Chelsea
I'm
are a
saying
club
with the
because
link,
they're a
it
club
makes
when they're
sense.
serious because what they do is they sign players either in the peak years or entering those peak years. They don't sign players like Lewandowski in that age. It doesn't work for them, right? So I think if they're going to sign a striker, they'll go.
You don't think he's a
Yeah, but
great
that was a
stopgap
loan.
for them? He's a great
Yeah,
That was a
that
stopgap.
loan.
was a
They
howler.
don't sign in terms of big money because Lewandowski wouldn't be cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
So they will spend that money on maybe if they can get a Haaland or something. That's
long
where
has he
the
got left
Chelsea
on
are
his deal?
serious.
How long has he got left on his deal?
But Lewandowski's not the player for Chelsea. He's not,
Lewandowski.
especially he's not the player for Chelsea right now.
He's
They're
a better
building
fit. Put it this way, he's a better fit.
He is a
for
better
them.
fit, and he'd do great for the first couple of years. But
No.
it depends on what Chelsea's goals are. Are they to
Yeah.
win a title next year?
Yeah, I think he's a better fit for them than Lukaku.
Contract
No, I think
expires in
Lukaku-
2023.
Lukaku, what? How Lewandowski outdoes him at everything?
Obviously, no,
Two-year
Lewandowski's better. I'm
contract.
saying for Chelsea, I'm looking at Chelsea right now. The age as well, profile.
Yeah, even with Chelsea. I'm saying as a short-term guy. If I'm a Chelsea fan,
Yeah, but I want Lukaku
want
to stay
Lewandowski.
at Inter because he's balling now. I like to see him doing well at Inter with Conte.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I want him
I
to
don't
stay
think
there.
they're saying
At Chelsea,
Williams
their
around
fans are a bit, sometimes
See,
hit and
that's
miss. They
cheap
might
to
start
me.
bunning up Lukaku.
No, it's not expensive. What I'm saying is it won't be
Yeah.
short term. If you sign someone for 60 mil, you're gonna at least want 4 years, or at least 3
Exactly.
years.
So you got.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I think. What Chelsea would do is
Fam,
look
can
at a
you
young
shut-
striker.
CDM, put some respect on Kante's name, man, and Jorginho.
And
Who else do you want?
Kante's not a DM, bro. You know this.
He's a
What
CDM.
is
He
he?
gets the ball, he turns it, and then he bowls forward.
What is he?
He's a
There was a
centre
time,
mid.
man.
He's a
Hear
ball
this, man. There was a
progressor.
time, but
It's
Lewis
amazing.
said
He's
to
break
me,
up
from going
places.
back.
this is some breaking
I know,
news,
but,
right?
like,
Lewis
don't
said
have
to
him
me,
sit
right,
deep. We've seen
he
that
would
happen
have
to
had,
him.
He's a CDM.
listen,
You sit
Lewis said to
deep
me,
if
he
you
would have
have
had
a team.
Partey
Wrong.
over Kante. I remember this. Yeah, I don't forget.
What?
You said to me, you would have had Partey over Kante.
Well, nah.
Don't
Nah,
go,
I need
what?
to- Give me
I
a
remember
clip.
that.
Nah,
I
video.
remember that.
No,
I
no,
remember that.
no.
It was
I
off
need
camera.
the
I remember it.
I need
remember
video
it
footage.
clearly off camera. You
I
said
need
it to me, bro.
video
Yeah,
footage.
listen, don't act
I
all
probably-
naive now.
I
I remember
probably
you said this.
Partey and
This is Lampard
Kante.
tax, though, right?
Nah, Party and Kante. I probably
Nah,
did say
I remember off camera. It was, I think, deadline day.
over
You said to
Kante.
me.
I did not say that.
Nah, you definitely
I'm
said
sure I
that to me,
didn't
bro.
say. I am 100% sure I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
well, I said we'll find the clips.
Please, if you have the footage, please find it to me, just so I can butcher myself for even saying that shit if I ever did.
Here's the thing,
But
but you
I
were
would have
talking.
taken them both together.
Yeah, Partey, Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I wanted him at United Party, but he's gone to Arsenal and just been Arsenal. Like we've seen
Him and
this happen to
Kante
many
in the
players.
pivot would be rude.
Stupid.
Yeah.
That would
Partey
be
is
pivot.
Partey he can't do everything together. There's very few midfielders that can do that. He needs a bit more simple instruction sometimes, just to keep it simple. I was speaking to someone yesterday, and he was saying he used to watch Atletico, and this guy could lock off Messi, Partey, because his job was just to follow him, win the ball back, and pass it to Saul.
Yeah, do you know how gassed Madrid fans were that he was leaving? The amount of Madrid fans I saw actually celebrating it. Like, there's a
Really?
quality. Yeah, Madrid fans were celebrating. Not
Real
Atletico,
Madrid.
Real Madrid fans. Real Madrid fans were celebrating. him
Okay,
leaving.
all
That's
right,
why we
yeah,
were
that
so
makes- that
gassed, and
makes
that's
sense.
why we made the song and so forth and so on.
That's-
It's not a bad song, bro. For what anyone says, it's not a bad song. It's just
not
not
a bad
It's a
song.
banging song, dude.
It's
It's
not
a
a bad
good
song.
tune.
It's done nothing since
The Nails come out of retirement to,
Dude, get me, Robbie doing a slow
was
turn
culture.
out.
It was
You man
culture.
choreographed the thing, limbs.
But,
You get what I'm
but
saying?
I see Chelsea fans last night doing raps about Arsenal.
I love it.
Huh?
Yeah, man. Big up Shades.
Oh, you talk about Shades.
Big up Shades, man. He had bars.
Yeah, big
and that.
up
You know what I'm
Shades.
saying? He had bars. Europa League. What was it? I can't even remember the bars over as a quote. Him. See how
No,
Babs.
I was just saying top
Babs
6,
stuck.
no way. The whole
Yeah, that
fucking
was it.
crap.
Get me top 6, no way. Europa League,
Joe way
no
or
way,
no
no
way.
way.
You already know.
Joe way or no
Big up Arsenal say Kante don't play as CDM under Tuchel. In that pivot, the pivot Tuchel lets him freelance while Jorginho plays in front of
Fair enough.
CDMs. And that's where he's at his best. Like,
Fair
he was only good for us in a lone DM earlier in the season because we played a bunch of low blocks. And I've said, as long as you don't press him, it's fine. Manchester City, we played him in the lone DM. He got absolutely torn apart. And it's because he ain't a natural DM, man. You can play him there if you're playing a Newcastle or a Burnley because they aren't going to press him. As soon as you face a pressing team, I don't back it.
All
That's
right.
why I've
And
always
like
said
you
he ain't
you have to
really
play
a
him next to
DM.
someone. You have to play
Has
him
to-
next to someone.
Yeah,
Has to be next
when
to
we
someone.
played him
Two-man pivot
alongside.
where it works.
Yeah, when we played him alongside Drinkwater, it just worked beautifully. And that's what I mean. But he's not a. I get what you mean. He's not a DM. But the people going, "Oh, we needed CDM." I'm like, man, you got two. You can have two people in that position. You've got Jorginho. You shouldn't be asking for another CDM. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
but for
you've
me,
got
I want
Jorginho
the
and
for
you've
me, I
got,
want the tall,
Kante.
imposing destroyer as well. Only because we don't have that sort of profile. It's not to take anything away from Jorginho or Kante. I want them both in the squad still. I feel like that's just the last profile that we need, also, so we can interchange formations a bit more. Because we are kind of stuck in this two-man pivot as long as we have Jorginho, Kovacic, and N'Golo Kante. They don't really work as well in the midfield three because none of them really have any end product. Both of their final balls ain't really all that. Kante's final ball is amazing on Wednesday, but that's the first time I've seen it in months. Like, his final ball has really deteriorated this season. So that's why I say we still need a DM. I say we still need a striker as well, because you can clearly see with our shot conversion rate, our finishing is horrendous. Other than that, we get both of those profiles, like, it's peak for the rest of the league. That's the way I see it. Maybe a centre-back, but we don't even really need a centre-back. Like, I'm happy with all of our centre-backs, to be honest.
You got quality
He's
centre
not
backs
going
in
to
that.
sound on a 1-year deal though, and he's up at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's getting extended. I mean,
Really, it should.
Like, they've been talking about it for months now. It's just fine details, but it's happening. I'm not worried about Silva leaving or anything like that.
Fair dues.
Yeah, we can't really say much about Chelsea. It's just mad.
Yes, it's been a great last few months for us. We'll move to the City, and you guys had a very, very frustrating performance on Friday. The 1-1 draw at Southampton leaves Chelsea 2 points behind you guys in 4th place, and I think you guys are 5 points behind West Ham United in 5th place as well. Still in a pretty decent position to make top 4, but it's just made Chelsea versus Leicester in the league so much more important. And with that being 3 days after the FA Cup final as well, I kind of see it as a case of whoever loses the cup final wins the next one, just on motivation factor alone.
Yeah, I mean, the Southampton game, it wasn't good. I mean, no excuse, we weren't good enough. Southampton played fantastically. It is what it is. Sometimes you don't win them. We can't be expected to go through too many kind of things at the moment. So yeah, the Chelsea game. Fantastic at the moment. Really looking forward to that. What have I got? We got Newcastle now at the moment. In about 40 minutes time, if you're watching this, so make sure to come over to the channel and check out afterwards, because again, we could put some space, because you're saying that, but I think if you got Man City this week,
we got Man City, and if we lose,
we've got Newcastle.
Win, it's 2 points.
So,
Spurs are 2 points behind us. Yeah, from a Chelsea perspective, top 4 is looking tight for us, and the Man City game is really important to us.
It's important.
If we lose,
we're going to hopefully pick up 3 points. We're probably going to pick up 3 points. Let's be real. Yeah. So now it's a case of, okay, you're 2 points behind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, with both of our run of games are ridiculous too. You've got United, us, and Spurs. We've got Arsenal, Leicester City, and Aston Villa coming up. Like, it's looking peak for us for the next few games. I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs are quietly thinking they could jump over the pair of us, because they have a very easy run of games coming up.
So you're saying Ryan Mason in the Champions League, yeah?
No way is it happening. No way is it happening. Like, we say that one of us will do our job, maybe both of us anyway, but West Ham or Spurs are
have
not
a
making
good run in as well.
It really is tight as well, though. You know what I'm saying? The running, in terms of the table,
can happen. Like, I'm confident we'll make it into the Champions League, but I'm also just there thinking, okay, let's just beat
win
City
it. You're in next year, right?
Yeah.
But again, let's just beat City first. Same thing.
That's all right. Just lose to us and then give us the FA Cup final, then, innit? Play under 18s. We're all good.
Do you know how funny it would be if Chelsea somehow fumble a trophy now this time? Like, you can't.
It'd be fantastic. It'd be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Will it happen?
No, but it's too beautiful to be true.
No, actually, it wouldn't be, because then that means City win the Champions League.
They got
you got him there.
They got a job to do.
You just said it, mate.
No.
You said you're a City fan for the final. That's what I've just heard.
Yo, Baz, we gonna fall out.
You've once again said
we
Manchester's
gonna fall out,
blue.
fam, innit? We gonna fall out, with it. You know what I'm saying? And that this guy, you taking liberties.
He's even wore blue hoodie for the occasion.
Oh, here we go.
He's got both blues. He's got the Chelsea blue and the Man City blue on the thing.
Are you done? You know what I'm saying? You over there in your Spurs shorts and socks, but we moving that. You know what I'm saying?
Spurs shorts and socks, mate. No, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
You low-key
That's
know
why you
that
locked.
Kroenke's in his Spurs socks as well.
You see how peaceful this is without Slav and a Tottenham fan. Oh, it's so nice.
You treating me like I'm Slav.
You said you Slav all the time.
He misses Slav so much.
bro.
Trust me.
He do. He misses Slav. He does.
No, don't
Yeah,
say that.
he does miss
No,
Chelsea had a
It's okay.
Chelsea
You
had
don't
a
have to say it,
I
bro.
promise you.
We
this
always
week
say we
you don't
understand. We understand.
No.
Yeah, we get it.
don't
Chelsea
understand.
are the lesser of two evils in the Champions League final. The day it happened, when City got through or Chelsea got through, Lewis messaged in the group like, "Yeah, Flawless is one of us for the final," and I was like, reluctantly, "Yeah, I
Man
am."
City are gonna
what
save
I'm saying?
football. Yeah, up
Nah,
the
Chelsea
City.
got to do it. I
Man
can't
City
have
Guardiola's gonna do it.
We're
This
saying
team,
football.
we're in the
Sir
top
Ted,
four. Put some
Sir
respect on
Ted,
the name.
they're doing it.
None of these money
Pep's
clubs
doing it.
buying their way to the Champions League. We need a real
Pep is
club
doing
like
it.
Chelsea holding the Champions League trophy. Come on, guys.
Pep is gonna do it. He's gonna save football again.
Nah, I can't even say that seriously.
Yeah, idiot.
Your fans are so shameless outside Stamford Bridge when they were trying. We save football after the Super League. Oh, I swear. Your
Yeah,
fans
like
are-
we weren't in there with everybody else, but shameless Chelsea. You do love to see it as always.
Just do your job in the Champions League final, yeah? You know what I'm saying? That's all I say.
We shall do. Andreas Christensen
Don't
will
do
pop
your
up on the
cup in the
bigger
final.
stage. Come on,
I
man.
need a
God, this guy, this Christensen prop with him
Also-
holding the trophy. You know?
See you winning that
I
final.
said months ago
110%.
I'm going to get a photo of him holding old big ears, and we're 90 minutes away from it.
You called it as well. That's the worst part about it. You called it months ago. Oh my god! And now I have to
Thomas
back it.
Tuchel is
So
just
on one
making
side,
this all
you've got
reality.
Jan, very
Love
humble
to
for the
see it.
final, and then you've got Lewis, very arrogant for the final. I wonder how that's gonna work.
I'm shook for the final. I'm trying to
Bro,
hype
you're making
myself
photos of Christensen with that Champions League trophy already. What are you on about?
And Kepa.
Nah, I'll be real. People have sent me those edits, and they're
Oh,
glorious,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
And then, but you make them your profile picture.
That's called inspiration.
No. There's some which I can't lie. Like I am.
Oh,
behind this
you
one.
got your quarterback on that one, so you can't even tell me someone said that.
He's in that
Yeah.
picture, fam. Look at the back.
Where?
Yeah, actually
Where,
is.
man?
That's you in the background, Lewis. That's
No,
what
that's
I'm saying.
David Luiz with the hat. That's David Luiz, man. No, this one's Andreas Christensen. That's actually him.
That's
This guy,
awful, that picture. Oh my god, you cannot unsee that.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
left
that
cheek?
was one of the
Seen
best.
that left cheek?
edits, I can't
You
lie.
man, you're working on Photoshop
Gillette
still.
don't have short.
Yeah,
chin lines
this
like
one was
that.
an
Jeez.
early edit.
Yeah,
but I
well,
can't
go on the
lie,
two
it was
shells
hella
chin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Who
can't.
wants
he's
top
got
two
a
shows
full
chin?
chin. God knows. Maybe he licked himself with a trophy or something. You never know. It's a heavy one, isn't it? I saw Bazing was struggling with it the whole time last time. Last club we'll go to
I have to
Manchester
back this
United.
bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah,
One
go on.
second, sorry. I've
Go
got
on.
this is the lineup. If you guys are going to play us, we're probably going to play as well. So that's what you're going to have to put up with. Because we're missing Harvey Barnes, missing James Justin. So Ricardo's come
Come
back, hopefully into full
Come on,
fitness.
Leicester.
Castagna, Ian Asher's on fire, Vardy, Tillemans, Madison.
I'm an ultra
Soonchuk
City
and
fan.
Barner.
Leicester City,
That's
Man City,
looking
the safe football.
solid.
Come on.
Wait,
Just
so you
fucking-
guys are going to try and match us with three at the back too, then?
Well, because we don't have any wingers. We have
Who's
Mark
the three in
Albrighton.
midfield?
Three midfield of Madison, Tillemans, and Ndidi.
That's a good
Oh, okay,
midfield.
so no changes there
Jesus.
then.
That's a
No.
good
Okay.
Yo, they got
Maybe
Madison
Perez,
fit, they got
but that's-
Ndidi
but-
fit.
Ndidi's fully fit. Tillemans is balling. Well, he's been off a little bit of recent, but we've got
Vardy's
some.
fit. Yeah, Natural's on fire.
Vardy's not
Woo!
fit. Evans is not fit.
But
Madison
Iheanacho's on
ain't
fire.
fit, but they're as good as they
Alright,
can be at the
Christensen's
moment.
getting
That's all we can
revenge
ask
on
for.
Illan.
We can loan you some players if you want. I don't know if you want them.
Why
but
would
we
we
can
go
loan you some
down to
players.
mid-table, fam? We got Champions
You
League
can
to
have some
get.
of our good players. You can have some of our good players. If you have any good
Dude,
players.
Leicester fans talking shit.
We'll give you Saka.
I love it. Yo.
Because you got Barnes, you can take Saka, surely.
I love it. Love it.
I give him William.
Saka? Over who?
Saka, I said.
Oh, Saka. Oh, it's a Xhaka.
Yeah, 'cause
No.
He makes the bench.
Saka,
man. He
no.
makes the
I mean,
bench.
You need a
we've got
winger.
Madison.
The
We don't
squad
need
depth,
Xhaka.
surely. Squad depth.
Yeah, that's why I said he makes the bench and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can
We'll
make
give
our
you a
bench.
manager. You could take Arteta for a cup final.
Oh, okay. We can take
'Cause
him
he's won
and
it
then we'll
before.
just give him straight back to you.
Yeah,
We'll go,
but it doesn't
no,
come
and then
to-
hand
He
him
has,
straight back.
yeah, listen, all
You're
I'm
like a
saying,
baby
he
that
has won it
starts
before
crying.
against Chelsea in a
One of
cup
them ones.
final. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't want it.
I
Give
Neil,
him back.
don't take the offer. It doesn't come with the referee either, so it's useless.
We'll get a
Sorry,
referee as
man.
well.
I wouldn't fucking put it past you lot. Alright, moving on to the final club. Manchester United through to the Europa League final. Struggled against Pedro's Roma, but with the amazing performance in the
Pedro's
first
Roma.
leg. Yeah, come on, big up Pedro Rodriguez. Trophy stat padder, but Roma tax, of course. Edison Cavani with an amazing individual performance in a 3-2 loss for Manchester United, which really doesn't mean shit because you lot are through to the Europa League final anyways. Other than that, the Liverpool game obviously got cancelled because of the Glazier protest. But how are your thoughts
Glazier
on
protest.
Glazier's protest? Yeah, my bad.
Glazers.
Awful.
Yeah, they don't even
Glaze-
deserve their name being said right. Anyway, fuck
Who's
them. I don't
Glaziers?
care. Who
I
cares?
bundle
Who's
them
a
in it.
Glazier?
They're not
Also,
Roman
can we address his
Abramovich.
haircut? Can we
They're not
address
Roman
that man's
Abramovich.
haircut
I don't
where
give
it's
a
like
shit.
all at the back and then nothing
Yeah.
everywhere else? It's the most dead thing I've ever seen.
Man fleeced it because that's what he is, man. Proper rodent, like proper weasel. Can't stand him in it. Can't stand anything
He's a
about him. You
trendsetter.
know what I'm saying? Can't stand him in that. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
trendsetter.
Are you not doing another protest for your next
Yes,
home game?
the
or what?
13th. No, not our next home
Flawless,
game. but
were you at Old Trafford?
yeah, I was at Old Trafford. Man
I
scored,
might need
fam.
to
You know
call
what
the,
I'm
I might
saying?
need to call the feds now, innit? There's one,
Man
there's one
scored,
him.
didn't it? Yeah, look at you, snitch. You know what I'm saying? 6'9" over there. Yeah, I was at both protests. No, it's the Liverpool game because obviously we play Leicester on Tuesday, the 11th. That's a home game. But then the 13th, that's when it's planned for. We got 2 games. We got like 3 games in 6 days or something.
Are you not doing
Our
the
fixture
Leicester
list is
one?
mad.
Then? Are you not doing the
I
protest
don't-
for the Leicester game?
I've
Because
not
it's at
seen
your
one.
ground.
Yeah. I've not seen it. It could happen. You know what I'm saying? Because people think because I'm on YouTube that I'm in the know how I found out when everyone else finds out when it breaks on social media. Like I only seen the one at Liverpool today. You know what I'm saying? And yes, racist. I didn't see what I've not been watching the comments, but fuck anybody
Nah,
being
neither
racist. in the
have
comments.
I, but someone's just ending for Baines.
No,
Yeah,
I've seen
ridiculous.
it. I ain't gonna give him clout though.
Yeah, no, I was
It's
putting
sad.
that there in general
Yeah.
anyway. But we'll take it away from that. What's your thoughts on a non-English final for the Europa League final? What are you saying?
Looking forward to it because it's a final. You know what I'm saying? Like looking forward to it because it's a final. Europa League, even though it doesn't have the same pressure on it as like when Mourinho won it because we was outside of the top 4. The main point was we hadn't won the Europa League before, number 1 and 2. We needed it to get back into the Champions League. Now it would just be added success. I hope it happens though. A lot of the players haven't won anything. Some of them haven't won anything at all. We haven't won a trophy, I think, in 3-4 years. So it ends the trophy drought also. So it'd be nice to get something in the cabinet and hopefully it can be a catalyst for the players to be successful. So yeah, what's it called? What's this?
What's
Protester broken into the chain team down Pogba backstage. Oh, is he lagging?
He looks like he's just doing multiple.
No, that was
Fortnite
him. That was
dances.
actually him.
No,
Yeah,
I know you can tell, but still.
You out here having a good time in it. Salute to my guy Paul LaBille. You get what I'm saying in that.
That's
Enjoying
their
himself.
training ground. That's not
He's enjoying
their
himself.
stadium.
Yeah, you enjoyed
No,
himself.
I
You
was
know what I'm saying in that. I get it, innit? He enjoyed
That
himself.
glitch was good, you know. What's his glitch?
Yeah, this is fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not bad, you know.
It's fire in that.
Alright, still.
Yeah, that was fire. I don't know what people talking about, innit? That was fire. He enjoying himself. But yeah, like I said, the Europa League final gives us something to look forward to as well because we haven't had something to shout about for the longest. And like I said, more importantly, it would end
Moving like Tottenham.
the trophy drought. You know what I'm saying? And that. What was that about Spurs? What was the Spurs shot?
So moving like Tottenham.
Yeah, we have been moving like Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? And you moving worse than
Well, you've been
Tottenham.
moving
yeah,
like-
yeah, yeah.
They
Not
won
even
the
Forest.
trophy last year.
Right, West Ham.
West
We've also
Ham
won
are
a
above
trophy
him.
this year as well, by the way.
Say that again.
What?
We've also won a trophy this year.
What did you win this year? I missed it.
No.
The Shield, I call it.
What?
The
that plate
shield.
thing. Oh, the plate. Oh, see, all right.
Captain
calm,
America,
yeah.
the Shield. We
Yeah,
won
yeah,
it.
the plate. Yeah, you lot of that dead Captain
Have some
America, though.
shame.
The
The
second
shield.
one.
We won it.
Not,
We got a trophy.
Oh, lateness is greatness personified. Yes, Slav. What are you saying, bro?
I said trophies and this guy just appeared. How does that make any sense?
yo, Slav.
You're right, Slav.
Man, yeah, beat that, bro. Stop. You use some dodgy plays right now.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Well,
as
okay,
long as,
you came
yeah,
when you
man.
left.
Yeah, man, it gives us something to look forward to. Because had we had gone out of the semi-final last season, Mine is more interesting things happening off the pitch than on the pitch. It would have just been protests. Our games are pretty much meaningless now because we haven't secured top 4, but we're almost there, even though mathematically we can be caught. So yeah, and the trophy drought, gets it that off our back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking forward to.
How do you feel about? Because obviously, I know Villarreal aren't the best team. However, for the experience in Europa League, Emery has shown he more than makes up for it.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be easy, in my opinion.
He's a winner.
Definitely not. I'm not sat here and being like, yeah, we're definitely going to win it or things like that. Should we win it? Yes. But am I 100% confident of winning it? Absolutely not. Big up, Slav. What are you saying, Babs?
Yes, bro. What are you saying, Slav?
He's going to be up for this.
Yeah, I'm here for like 30 seconds. I'm literally at work. I've just got a quick window.
Yeah, no worries, man. Chelsea, what's your thoughts on the football?
When he says 30 seconds, he means 5 minutes at least.
Nah, I came to laugh at you, G, and your fucking ridiculous tweet. Onana to Arsenal. You're getting fucking Jonathan Bond on loan, mate. Players don't want to join you. Please stop tweeting utter shite.
So you've come onto this video because of my Twitter?
No, I was coming on anyway, but I went on.
But you've come for my Twitter?
I clicked on the link.
Have you got my notifications turned on as well, please?
Twitter, and when I went on Twitter, your tweet came up as the first one, so I saw it.
So you got my notifications turned on. Have you liked the tweet?
Stop laughing.
Have you retweeted it as well?
Mate, there's more chance of Andre Onana going to Barnsley on loan, mate.
Alright, cheers. Thank you. Anything else?
Good result for you though last night. Yeah, stepping up in the semi-final, proper result, proper side. Well done, Babs. Congratulations. The fact that you laughed at me, it's my time now.
Yeah, go on then. Go on, laugh at me then.
Alright, come, we can wheel
Man's
back
laughing in agony because it seems shit as well. Go on, keep laughing.
I will keep laughing because you haven't.
You're not even laughing though. You're just talking.
I will laugh, bro.
You got go on, laugh. Go on, laugh. I beg you, laugh. Try laughing.
The best news possible today that they said Arteta is staying. Fucking.
Oh, go on, try laughing then. Try laughing.
The longer this deluded.
I told you, Flawless.
You might get relegated next year. Your odds on to go down. I back Norwich to stay up over you lot.
Says.
They could be still.
That's terrible. We're getting worse and worse. There is no return for you lot.
Yeah. Let's not forget on that time until they beat Chelsea, they were legitimately like 5 points above the relegation zone in December.
Let him shine, Flawless. Let him shine. He has to get off his chest. Everyone quiet. Mute themselves.
I would just
make
come
him
on
full
and
screen.
not stop laughing.
Lewis, make him full screen.
We ain't got Slav for a while. Let's let him go off. Go on, Slav.
Yeah.
Everyone mute themselves.
No. I don't know. I just came to laugh and listen. Like it's funny. This is just fucking funny, isn't it? Like, look at everyone. Like, I'm sure there's Arsenal fans, maybe not bad, but I'm sure there's Arsenal fans out there that go, "Oh, we'll be back. No, you won't. You will not be back. You've got an owner that's staying, and you've got a manager that's staying.
Yeah,
that is true. That
it's fucking hilarious.
We already said Kroenke has no reason to sell.
No, he's going nowhere.
Tottenham
Absolutely
fan.
Nowhere.
Yeah, man, you're right. Yeah, he might be a Tottenham fan still. You hear me? Stan Kroenke.
He could be a Tottenham fan.
You could be, but legitimately,
he is used to failing quite a lot.
Let's not forget some injury. Let's not forget in December, Arsenal were legit 5 points above the relegation zone. Let's not forget that. Like, if you get a couple of injuries with this manager and this ownership, you could be in trouble next season. I think with Saka and Aubameyang, you'll be all right.
Slav's under a car.
Once
I hope you well, man.
Yeah, he muted himself. But yeah, back to what I was saying about, it just gives us something to look forward to. End the trophy drought. Be very happy for Ollie if he wins the trophy. Very happy for the players, and then go again. Yeah, man, we need to end the trophy drought. And that. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
For you, man. You're gonna bad
but yes,
as well.
Back to the actual final itself. Am I very, very confident? No, I know who we're facing. We're facing.
Guys, listen, I really do have to go. Unfortunately, I can't stay. I just wanted to come and give it a little bit because I felt like it would be rude not to.
No, Slav, we're happy to have you on in general. Anyway, it's cool,
big facts.
I wish I could stay. I mean, I might be able to come back. You know what? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll be back. I'm gonna stay. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, man. Come in and out. It's cool.
Lewis, I got a cut soon, though. You know that.
Surprise.
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
not joking. I've got live at 8.
Yeah, no worries. Like we're end
watching a better team in Leicester. That's what happened.
Neil's
I'm
got to stream too.
No, I'm going live at 8 with some other channel.
Yeah, no worries, man. When you gotta jump off. I don't think I'm gonna be here for too long anyway. Flawless, who you lot got on the weekend?
Villa away. We got Aston Villa away. But again, like I said, the Premier League is pretty much they're just games coming up. Like they not
It
meaningless
depends if
because
you
we're
win or
still
lose.
trying to top 4. Yeah,
If
of
you
course.
lose, Leicester are 4 points off you guys.
Yeah, because I'm here looking at the table now, and we do have a game in hand on them as well. And we also played them, so they're 4 points behind, and we have a game in hand. West Ham, we were in 5th, we're on 58 points. We're on 67, so we have a nice cushion. Like, we'd have to completely capitulate to not finish in the top 4. I'm looking forward to, because I've seen Ollie say today with the games coming up thick and fast, he's going to rotate. So we're hopefully going to see some of the players we haven't seen, your Diallos, your Donnies, etc. Something different, because we've been seeing the same thing over and over again. Cavani's in good form as well. He played well yesterday and he missed a couple of chances. But the Europa League final, I'm definitely concerned about, because we are facing a specialist in the competition, even despite his team not being that good. He knows how to win finals.
There goes.
Return of the flag.
Yeah, but that's why. What's this guy thinking, yo?
Sorry.
I'm just here to witness carnage. I love it.
He really is. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing a watch along for it. And that. You already know this, Lewis. I've been saying this I said this before the semis.
You're
I'm not doing a watch along for the
Europa
final.
League watch
Nope.
along.
There might be
play
one on the
flawless.
channel. Yeah,
Flawless.
call me a
I'll
punch up.
do it for you.
I am. See, Jan City will do it. There you go.
said for ye-
Flawless.
you said for
Congratulations
the
on
whole
winning the
semi
Europa
final.
League.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Literally
Slav.
already won.
Very much
you very much.
deserved. Very much deserved.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank
Slav,
you.
what
Much
are you here?
appreciated.
Talk to us about the 4-0 win over Sheffield United.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I reckon my Sunday team could beat Sheffield United, so I don't really have many thoughts.
I want what you were saying last week. Hearing like European champions Sheffield United, Gareth Bale hat trick and everything.
That was at 2 a.m. on Sunday night.
Yeah, come on, man. Same energy.
No, it was a joke. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just nice to see the players enjoying themselves. Like, we don't really have too much to play for. If we can, if we win all of our games and hope you guys all lose all your games, then obviously there's that hope of top 4. But I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm just enjoying.
But here's the thing.
watching
If we lose and you win on the weekend, then you're 2 points behind
Yeah.
us.
It's quite.
Yeah, look, I'm hoping
right.
Arsenal get a result as well at
And then
Stamford
we're
Bridge.
5 points ahead.
It'd be really funny to end the season finishing 4th with Arsenal helping us out. So that'll be funny. But look, Chelsea and Leicester have other things to play for as well as top 4. Like, you got your cup final next week, and obviously you got the Champions League final in a couple of weeks as well. So hopefully, you take your eye off the ball a little bit in the league. And you never know. And I'm just enjoying watching Tottenham. Look, we aren't great still, but it's quite nice to enjoy the players playing with freedom and just enjoying themselves. Like it's come out today in reports as well that the players enjoying the training sessions with Ryan Mason. Like, they appreciate that he's not going to be the manager next year, but they're just enjoying that. It's not often you get an interim that people enjoy playing for, and they're enjoying the fact that they like his training sessions. They think they're fun. They think they're engaging, and it's just nice to watch. It's just when you're for the last 4 games, whether we win or lose, I'm not really too bothered. It's just quite nice to watch the players enjoy themselves and play with freedom. Like Gareth Bale, albeit at Sheffield United, he scored a hat trick. It's great to see. It's great to watch, and apparently he's going to stay for a second year. So I'm really happy. He's got 14 goals this season, and we said on the channel at We Are Tottenham TV, if he hits 10, that'll be a success. So 14 goals and 4 assists. It's not the worst return from 17 starts. He's got the best goal to minute ratio in the league. So yeah, I don't know why Babs is laughing. You're not in any position to laugh.
I'm not laughing at Tottenham. I've just received some very positive news, my guy. It's not all about football.
It's Crunk. Oh, is it? All right, okay.
Yeah, no, trust me, it is football though. No, it's football related. It's about Arsenal.
Okay.
Go on.
Is Cronky leaving?
I'm not gonna give information out. Bro,
William
if you get given
back?
information, you're not gonna say it to
He
the
just
world.
looked
are
at
you?
his league table position and he just started
Oh, is it
laughing.
in?
So yeah, just going back on that.
No,
Lewis,
I'm
just
gonna
going
say
back
later.
to what I said. It's just nice. Like, obviously I had 18 months of Jose, terrorist football. So it's just nice to watch them enjoy themselves. Like the Southampton game, they expressed themselves, especially in the second half, and on Sunday. So look, if we can, we got Leeds tomorrow, tough game. They're good at home as well. You never know, if we can go there and play well, get a result, and top 4 could be on. But for now, I'm just enjoying watching the players have fun, which is the best bit. So
Just enjoying Tottenham again, I guess.
yeah, it's nice to have that positivity around your club back, because it was a bit negative. And look, it's come out as well that Levy's not going to go anywhere. So I'm not going to sit here and rant about Daniel Levy, but apparently he wants to employ a director of football. So if we can get a manager in with a decent director of football, we could be we could be all right again next year.
Especially if you finish in the top 4 as well, which could happen.
Yeah. Imagine if we manage to finish in the top 4, then and we have Champions League back, then it makes the summer a lot easier for everyone, I think.
Hey, Slav, what's your thoughts on the fact that Spurs' stadium could be hosting the Champions League final?
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that one.
Are you not happy about? I don't know. Surprise. That's why I thought I'd ask him that.
Look, if City win it, I probably won't mind, but we can't be having Chelsea win the Champions League on our ground.
We have a 0% win record in that stadium.
Hey,
so-
put it at Tottenham. Put it at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Remember,
You've never
Levi
scored a
is
goal
good
in
with
that stadium.
finances. He'll probably let it happen.
You've never scored a goal in that stadium, but if it does happen, it means if
I
it does
actually,
happen.
Slav, on this note, what's your thoughts about the Champions League final potentially being at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
I was just saying, I hope it's not, but I really hope it's not. But if it is, it will fund one of our summer signings. So I guess it's the only positive way.
I'm gonna be real. If us lifting the Champions League at White Hart Lane funds a summer signing, that's fine. We can run with that. That's cool.
I don't know if they'll move it at all. If I'm honest, but
no, I don't think they will either. Like, I'm hoping they will, but it's
because
not.
the way it works with the where the finals are held, it's done in years in advance. Countries and cities they bid for it. They bid.
Well, they already big up Beth. They already changed it last season, didn't they? Because they had to, and they moved it to Porto.
Yeah, exactly, and that cost them a fortune.
So they're not going to move it again. That'd be twice. They can't do
I'd be
that.
surprised, but weirder things have happened in football, haven't they? So it would be annoying if the Champions League finals at our stadium. But I mean, yeah, like I said, in terms of Spurs, I'm just enjoying it now. Hopefully, we get a decent manager in, and hopefully a director of football, and go from there. Taking it as it comes. It's a lot more positive on the white side of North London than it is on the red. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that is without question.
The blue side,
They're getting worse, and they're in a much worse position than we are. So,
is North London white?
look, North London's still shit, but
I love that.
North London is still shit, but it's less shit.
Do you know
It's
what?
less shit. Is it white?
The
though?
news that I have just received, nothing you man could take a ruin my mood ever.
Alright, whatever. I'm asking the question. Is North
Don't
London
be
white?
about that Willian contract extension. Come on, G.
You're giving
350k
David
a
Luiz
week.
another 4 years.
Oh, relief. That's what I feel.
Whatever it is bollocks.
It's bollocks.
The fact that you're not saying it is just makes us all think it's bollocks.
Is it inside
It's fine.
scoop? Is that why you're not saying it? Is it inside scoop, Babs?
Bro, I've just spoken to someone and I've got good information.
That's what I'm saying.
Good news. Information,
Yeah.
no news. Good news. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm asking
least
it. Is
at
it
least I
inside
say-
source? Is it inside source? That's why you can't say it. That's what I'm asking.
No comment.
The process is ending, or some bullshit like that. I'm guessing.
Bro, I'm
Somebody
just gassed,
shot
innit?
us.
That's what I am.
Don't lie, Aubameyang took a pay cut, didn't he?
I'm just
About
gassed.
damn time.
340,000.
Now I know
Bro,
what
it's
it is.
quite
They're-
obvious why I'd be
Don't
gassed.
talk about
There's one thing that can happen that I'd be gassed.
They're doing a remix of the nails. You get me? Tune for party and that. That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
and
exactly.
It's a
That's what I've been
remix.
told.
That's what it
Just
is.
got
Man.
mentioned
The
from the name.
remix.
He wants
UKG remix.
He wants me to jump on board the track.
Party T.
Sorry, my connection isn't the greatest where I am, but
It's
yeah.
fine, man. We can hear you.
Anyone
clearly.
see Thomas Partey's air kick?
Nah, what?
Fucking brilliant. 50 mil for the geezer to air kick the ball in his own box, and they made a song about him.
He's
50
been
million
like a
pounds.
rock
He
player.
was
Loves
awful
on
again.
stroke. It's sick.
Slav, if you've got that on social, send that over to me. Yeah?
I'll send I'll send it to you, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
DM me that. DM me that, yo.
That
Absolute limbs.
Yo, we're about to be serious. That's what I want to say. We're about to be
Alright.
serious again.
Oh
Yeah.
no, this is a Daniel Ek thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Now you know what? I look at his face too. It's a Daniel Ek
What?
thing. I can't be arsed. It really
He's a
is.
fan,
you
but there's
know.
no guarantee he's going to do a better job.
I'm not saying anything about Daniel Ek.
Also,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think people realise it takes about 2 years to do a deal like this.
And also, you've seen the
2 years
Newcastle
to
deal get
Kroenke.
shoved
It
down.
doesn't happen overnight. You can't just buy a football club overnight like Arsenal.
And on top of that as well, everyone just going to unsubscribe from Spotify in the time being as well. You know what I'm saying? And let's stop
Yeah, and
it.
also, that Kroenke won't
I've
sell,
not
and they're not going to
said
buy it
anything
for
about
1.8
Daniel
billion.
Ek.
It's a 4
Stop
billion
bringing
minimum.
Daniel Ek into this conversation. I have not.
Hey, we
said
running
a
with this
single
Daniel
thing
Ek train
about
now,
this
innit?
thing.
Agenda's
Yeah,
half the
exactly.
agenda,
On
man.
Kroenke is staying.
SoundCloud.
Please
Come on,
understand.
SoundCloud,
Yes,
the man.
yes, no, indeed,
You can
Kroenke
replay
is staying.
songs for
I
free.
agree.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So
I agree. Slav Kroenke is staying. You're just jealous that you don't have a Spotify membership. That's all it is, man. You go fucking work with Apple Music or something.
If this bald-headed Brer ends up taking over your club, I won't have a Spotify membership either.
Then North London is bold. Levi and Heck.
I'm not putting money to your club, bro.
Pep Guardiola's bold and he's great, so I don't mind that.
The only money
He doesn't own the club.
Away tickets. You aren't getting a penny off
North
me.
London is bold.
That's
That's going to be a chant. That's sick.
Yeah, you can see it already.
Wait, what have I
Yeah.
missed? Sorry.
I
would say-
good news or something.
Huh?
Go on, Neil. Go on, Neil.
Go on.
No, never mind. It was like North London is bold if that then Eck gets in.
There's
Oh.
nothing wrong with
Oh, you
bold
know
people.
what? No. It would just be typical like Arsenal to get a deal like this done and then still be shit.
This geezer's
Arsenal,
not got
I'm
no
telling you.
experience of owning a football club either. It could go terribly wrong.
Slav, why are you so
That's
worried
what I'm
about
saying.
Arsenal?
You know he's got like a
you
third of
sound,
Kroenke's wealth.
you almost Slav
got
almost
Spotify.
sounds a bit
He's got
worried from
Apple
the way he's talking.
I think you're the only person that thinks that, but if that's what makes you sleep at night, you keep thinking that he's
Yeah,
coming.
No, bro, why do you care about Arsenal right now? Just do your thing, man.
Well,
Celebrate
I could have
winning
said that
the-
to you when you came for me about Tottenham the other week. Like,
No, but you've got your stuff off your chest, but you're so coming back to Arsenal. It is what it is.
I mean, is that not the most hypocritical thing I've ever heard?
Especially on this show. And this is Shameless.
Exactly.
I agree. he is.
You are the
Bruv,
biggest
I'm meant to be
hypocrite on the
pissed right now,
planet.
and he's the one who's getting vexed up. I love it. I love it.
I'm not vexed, mate. I'm having a great day. I've had a great day at work. I finished soon.
Great stuff. Great to hear.
I'm having a great day, mate.
Bro, why are you
just
man
a hypocrite.
cancelling your Spotify? I've not said anything but Daniel Ek, bro. Just keep your Spotify.
I didn't say I'm cancelling
Yeah, that's why
Spotify.
No, I'm not saying- I saw the comment right now.
You want us to cancel
Yeah, we
our
just-
subscriptions.
We just
No,
can't
no,
get
no,
around
no.
it.
Everyone keep your subscription. No, nothing about Spotify. Forget that.
Yeah, everyone's definitely doubling down now and cancelling. Their stocks are about to
Jokes
plummet. and that.
aside, a lot
Yeah.
of people actually probably would cancel.
Everybody
their
invest in
subscription.
Napster.
He's not the
That's
owner.
trending.
He's the co-founder, for God's sake.
Who?
It's
Who does that
like
think that guy?
by
Doesn't make a difference.
association, innit? Spotify can still get it.
Exactly.
No, no, no. Listen, Spotify can stay. It's fine. It's
No, you
elite.
can't. You're happy.
You man are hurting all the musicians in the world by doing that. I hope you're happy.
No, then
Yeah.
in turn, Daniel Ek is hurting all the musicians by buying
Yeah,
masks.
100%.
He's buying
Exactly.
us a good centre back, though, isn't it?
He put them in that situation, and that is his fault.
Yeah.
And that.
No, I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I
I'm
don't
not
have
surprised to hear
Spotify
that.
Anyway.
See, but yeah, Jan City's already started it in it. She was like,
disagree.
"Fuck it anyway."
Don't cancel Spotify. No, not cancel Spotify.
People say cancel Spotify.
Don't cancel Spotify.
If he takes over, that's
Subscribe
gonna
to
run.
Spotify.
That's gonna trend. That's gonna trend. I guarantee that's gonna trend if he takes over. And that.
No,
Hashtag
no cancel
trend.
Spotify. No, cancel. No. No. How are you gonna live without music? You can't live without music. No.
Oh, you got YouTube.
All right,
What you
Napster's
do?
still
YouTube.
going. Radio
Ah,
still
no.
exists.
YouTube.
Come on, we could
No,
YouTube music.
Had to
Come on.
subscribe to Spotify. No,
What's the
Spotify.
Jay-Z one?
Spotify is the leading brand.
Tidal.
Jay-Z one.
Tidal.
Waves.
Tidal.
Tidal. That was it.
Are we
Tidal.
sitting here debating about who's the best music provider?
Just to
definitely
piss
Spotify.
Slav off. Yeah, just to piss her bad
See,
off. Yeah.
YouTube music.
I've
is-
never even
music,
tried
you know?
YouTube
Hey,
music
everyone,
before. They rip you off.
cancel Spotify in the comment section. Let's go.
Yeah, we go in.
Yes,
Cancel
it's already
Spotify. Let's go,
started.
people.
Yeah, you men are saying, okay, listen, right? All you men are saying cancel Spotify. If Spotify came to this channel and said, Lewis, we'll take this show onto Spotify. You take it right now.
Hey, if they,
Yeah, you're damn right.
wait.
Shameless, and what's the name of the
That's
That's
channel?
what I'm saying.
Shameless.
All I'm saying is be careful
Hey.
what you say. Be
If
careful
Spotify-
what you
if
say.
Spotify issued a check. I am there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With that, with
no,
a t-shirt.
everyone,
I'm hanging a
man.
Spotify
This is
shirt
Shameless.
behind
What
me.
is the name of this show?
Yo, yeah.
What is
Exactly.
the name of this show, bro? You think I give a shit?
No hashtag.
We don't care.
You man are
Agenda
pissing me off.
happy agenda.
Don't cancel Spotify for God's sake. Keep Spotify.
Spotify in the mud.
ACI as well. Let's go.
Spotify in the mud. Just
I end the show already, man. The damage is done.
No, keep living. It's sick.
I see that. I came in a good mood and everything. And it's all
Bro, I've got to go in like 2 minutes, man. Come on, hurry up.
yeah, no worries, man. We're gonna end the show.
Cancel
Big up
Spotify,
everyone
you know.
who's locked in. Another amazing episode of Shameless FC. Big up everyone who's locked in. Check everyone's socials and their YouTube channels down in the description below. Smash the like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow for previews, watch-alongs, reviews, phone-ins, everything. It's going to be a long night. We're going to leave you with a photo of one of the Europa League finalists. Take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the Charles.